My peoples, y'all already know what this is, man. Welcome to Box Center. I'm your host, Jay Smith. Man, do I need to tell you? I'm your connections. I'm your plug. We're gonna talk boxing. That's what we do. Gonna be real interesting. The world of boxing is on fire right now. A lot of big fights coming up. A lot of interesting developments. So we gotta talk about it, man. Get with me, my peoples. Yep, we're gonna do this. You know, think about going live. What I like the most is that I get to talk to the peoples. You know what I'm saying? I get to talk to you. I get to give you guys my opinion, my take, and you get to give me yours. What do you think about these fights? Who do you think is gonna win? How do you think it's gonna play out? Who's ducking who? I want to hear what you guys got to say. That's how we get down. Yo, I got my notes over here, my trusty notes, as always. Blair Cobbs, man. Let's start off with Blair Cobbs. As y'all know, in his last fight, he put all types of hands on Adrian Broner. Dominated. A performance that make you say, "Whoa, Blair Cobbs is a problem in the division." I mean, we already knew that he was a problem, but AB found out that he's a problem. Let's just say that. Right now, Blair Cobbs, he hasn't locked in his next opponent. He has been calling out Jerome Boots Ennis and Devin Haney. Now, Boots has an opponent lined up. He has a fight coming up, which we're going to talk about that later on. But you can see that, and that's what I like about Blair Cobbs, man. He's all about that smoke. He's trying to fight the best of them. He's not trying to cherry pick or fight lower level opponents. He's trying to go after the big guns. Obviously Boots is a very dangerous fighter, a very dangerous fight for anyone. And Blair Cobb is going after that smoke. He wants that type of action. And you see him calling out Devin Haney consistently. So let's see how it's going to play out. Devin Haney doesn't have an opponent lined up yet, but his name is being rumored with Blair Cobbs and with a few other names. We have to see what's finally going to be announced. I would like to see, and I said it before, I'd like to see it, but it is a dangerous fight for Devin to try to, step in there with Blair Cobbs right after taking that L from Ryan, especially. But we have to see how it's going to play out. Who's going to fight who when it comes to that? All I know is that at this point, you can see that Blair Cobbs is all about that smoke. He want to fight those guys, and I want to see him get those opportunities. Let's see how it's all going to play out. So hold on one second. Let me respond to my peoples, because sometimes you gotta respond. Let me see. Do I want to block you? I don't know. Maybe I want to block you or something because you corny. But anyways, my peoples, like I was saying, Blair Cobbs, man, he's all about that smoke. He's trying to fight Devin Haney. He's trying to fight Jerome Boots Ennis. I'm hoping he can get a big fight. The way that he dominated Broner, I think he showed that he's, worthy of one of those names. Next up, this time we had to talk about, my peoples. Jerome Boots Ennis is going to be fighting Karen. If y'all remember, he already fought him once and it went the distance. In that fight, Jerome Boost Ennis was criticized a lot. People said that he, should have won by stoppage, and he didn't, and he could have done more, and so on and so forth. So now we have to see. Now he knows how Karen fights. Karen knows how he fights. So they're familiar with each other. This is the rematch. How is that fight going to play out? Can Boost get the stoppage? Remember, Karen is an Olympian. I think he's an Olympic silver medalist, if I'm not mistaken. And he's a very good fighter, man. The guy has very good defensive skills. He moves a lot. He's very unpredictable, feints a lot. Kind of like Madrimov with Crawford. Where Crawford just couldn't time him. I would say Karen has like that type of style, that European. I don't even know how to describe it, man. All I know is that I think it's going to be a tough fight. Let's see if Boost can figure him out and get him out of there. I know that, he's going to be fighting in Philly and he wants to show out for his peoples. That's going to be an interesting fight, man. It's going to be a super interesting fight. So, listen, on that same card where Jerome Boost Ennis is fighting Karen, Bam Rodríguez is fighting. Yo, Bam has been on a tear. This young kid, man, has been, winning titles, moving up in divisions, winning more titles, unifying, doing, he's just accomplishing more and more. Like he's, at his age, it's crazy how accomplished Bam is. And people don't really talk about it like that. I think that Bam is a guy who likes to fly under the radar. You don't see very much of him. You don't really hear much of him. He's kind of like just locked in, and it seems like he fights, takes a very short break, goes back into training camp, fights again, short break, training camp. Like he's been locked in for I don't know how long. And wow, very impressive what Bam has been doing. There's a potential future matchup between him and Naoya Inoue down the line. I'd love to see that fight happen. But wow, Bam doing his thing. He's gonna be on that card. And by the way, Raymond Ford, aka Ray Savage, he's gonna be fighting. You already know. We gotta tune in. Ray Savage always bringing, the excitement. He's always letting his hands fly. And when he fights, you just gotta tune in. You're gonna enjoy the show. And of course, making his pro debut, Shakur Stevenson's cousin, Zaquin Moses. Woo! That boy's sick with them hands. He's ill. Yo, I can't wait. I want to see what he's going to do in his first fight. This young gun is a future champion. He's going to, do big things as a professional. So you want to tune in and see how he's going to start off his career. What is he going to do? I think he's going to look to be impressive and will be successful at that. So that's my take, my people. That's my opinion, He's been training with Shakur Stevenson for quite some time at this point, and the kick and fight. It's just that simple. Zaquin Moses can fight. He's been doing it at the highest levels in the amateurs, and now we're going to see him at the professionals doing his thing. So definitely looking forward to that. Since I'm talking about Zaquin Moses making his pro debut, young gun, I got to talk about Kermel Moulton. Kermel made his pro debut how long ago? A year and change? And he's already 6-0. He's not playing around. They keeping him active. He putting hands and feet on everybody they put in front of him. And you seeing the results. Yo, the money team is working hard. Carmel is grinding super hard. And I'm glad that he's able to get most of his opponents. He's getting them out of there quick. This kid Cuba went the distance, all 6 rounds, but everyone else got knocked out. That's good. Carmel's not, getting a lot of unnecessary mileage, getting them out of there nice and quick and early. And he be back in the gym, like knock you out and be in the gym on Monday type of shit. That's how they doing it out there in Vegas. Not playing around, my peoples. So anyways, I want to give y'all a shout out for coming through, checking me out, and let y'all know, man, Box Center, the show, every day, Monday through Friday, 9 p.m. Eastern Time. You already know what it is, man. Your boy Jay Smith. I'm your connections. I'm your plug. I am him. That's real talk. I'm just letting you know what it is. Just hit that like button. If you haven't subscribed to Box Center, man, come on, man. Stop playing with me. Go ahead and subscribe to Box Center and check out some of the most interesting boxing content you ever seen. This is different. This is not what you seen, what you're used to. Jay Smith in the building. Y'all already know what it is, man. Your favorite boxers' favorite boxing show. I'm out. Peace.